Action research is one of the many things that require a meticulous step-by-step process. Admittedly, my journey in action research wasn't exactly easy. I went through several ups and downs, just as I know my classmates had as well. My research partner, Light, and I started our action research by brainstorming ideas and topics that we believe we should focus on. To help us make a more relevant decision, we considered questions such as, which problems needs to be addressed? Would this serve a great benefit for the school, students, or teachers if taken action? Or even personal reflective questions such as, what matters to me most? Which would be of significant importance in my growth and my journey as a pre-service teacher if indulged? What will I learn from this? It was a very confusing phase, but through a length of time, we came up with several topics and had later on decided to focus on the MTB-MLE. To widen our grasp and knowledge about the chosen topic, we had researched and read articles, journals, and studies in regards to it. My mom was a second grade teacher, was also subjected to a few inquiries of my own. I asked her about her experiences on the implementation of the MTB-MLE program and the challenges she encountered with it. This had not only given me an in-depth insight but as well as encouraged me further to indulge on the study. After coming up with the topic, we had then started to make a list of titles for our action research study. Amidst this list, we settled on it being the Sinugbuan ng Binasaya vocabulary list, a local solution for grade school students in their mother tongue reading comprehension and teachers teaching resource. Officially starting our action research process, we went through the context and rationale. I had learned numerous stuff with this process through the readings I had with similar or related studies, but the most significant thing for me that I had learned was the fact that our native languages were gradually deteriorating, something I believe that needs to be apprehended. Next amidst this process was the making of the action research questions, and then the proposed innovation, intervention, and strategy, which we decided on it being the vocabulary list, the video diary, the MT-based infographics, and lastly, the engaged, study, and activate teaching method. We then went through the action research methods, consequently choosing 15 selected students and 1 teacher from the second grade of Ayahag Elementary School as participants of this study. Given that my mom was a second grade teacher in this school, we thought it would be more convenient to choose so. After that, we also went through the action research work plan and timelines, and then the cost estimates, the plans for dissemination and utilization, and lastly, the making of the references. Throughout this whole process, what I really find exhausting was the act of thoroughly browsing articles and studies to find the most relevant information that could help our own action research study. Admittedly, there were nights when I stayed up too long because of it, and amidst the main task I also had to accomplish with my other subjects. And then came our action research defense. Since Light and I don't really live that far away from each other, we decided to meet up to record the audio and video. At the time of our action research defense, I was very nervous. I knew most of my classmates had chosen the English major students as their participants, their action research studies seemingly the same. On the other hand, our action research study differ in so many levels, and so when we had received a positive feedback after the defense, I was very relieved. As I said in the beginning of this video, my journey in action research wasn't exactly easy, but what did make it a little bit easier was sharing the burden and knowing that someone was there to have my back, not only my research partner but my classmates as well. And so despite the difficulties that was thrown along the way, it was still slightly bearable. For as what the quote had said, smooth roads are boring, hard roads are hurting. Through boredom, you learn nothing and you get nothing. Through hurt, you learn many things and you get wisdom. So never be afraid of hard roads. Instead, always prefer them.